All right, shalom, shalom. Let me start off giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Yasharala, scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. Okay? Diligently teaching and spreading this message, this word, this holy message, the gospel in all truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood to do so, especially in these days and times. Shalom to the women and children who watch and who learn as well. All right. Um, it appears that Esau has, put limits on all my devices. It's been brought out that Google is working in tandem. Okay, if and this has always been known, but in order to get on YouTube and certain platforms, you have to have a Google account. So Google, if you're using Google for anything, and Google keeps a record of everything that you're doing, they're watching you. This has already been known, okay? But I'm gonna say it. They're really, really, really watching you. All right. So they're keeping mad tabs on you. But anyway, uh, so they're able to cut videos. Okay, I've been doing videos, and the videos have been ending up being cut. Okay, that's because they're cutting the video, they're cutting the footage. All right, they're getting cut, so they're cutting the footage straight off. All right, and which is leading up to what's coming. All right, and it's in what's coming is inevitable. All right, inevitable. Okay, and that is the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay, um, and what they're trying to do now is, just like we do what we do on the right hand side, for our blessings. Okay, they're trying to do what they can on the left hand side to so that they could receive the blessing. All right, to push this uh RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, and so we're trying to look which way could it be coming from, which way could it be coming from. Now, when you're dealing with these individuals, it could come from anywhere and everywhere. Okay, it's been found out that these people have nuclear bombs. All right, and I'm talking about the 1948ers, the state of Israel. Uh, they have said on multiple occasions, okay, that they have nuclear weapons. And not only that, they have the control of the U.S. justice system. Okay. Uh, so, um, with that being said, I'm going to go into the lesson. And I don't know the name of this lesson, but the scripture that I got prepared for this lesson is Amos 3:3. And it says, and this is a question, right? Question. Okay. Questioning Esau, Edom. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Okay. Can two people walk together? Okay. Or can, two uh ideals, okay, come together unless they're agreed upon? And it's impossible for something like that to happen. Okay. Which is what the statement is saying is it's impossible for something like that to happen unless they agree. Okay. So with that being said, let me read this story now. Now this is a major, okay, a major under the radar event that may have drastic uh, that may have drastic consequences. All right. This could be the game changer, and that's going to be the name of this video, the game changer. Let me read it. It says organizers of Mass Pro, that word mass, forgot what it organizers of Mass Pro Israel rally in Washington seek to pitch broad tent. Okay, broad tent for Jews. Okay, I don't know what that means. Broad tent for Jews. Okay, but anyway, it says Conference of Presidents Chief says November 14th. Okay, so this is coming up this week. Protest to focus on tragedy of Hamas attacks, need to free hostages, and danger of anti-Semitism. All right, there's no such thing as anti-Semitism. Let me say that again. There is no such thing as anti-Semitism. Okay, it says we must stand together as one. All right. So these are those 1948ers. All right. Those Amalekites, Amalek. Okay, saying that they must stand together as one, and that is what they have always been doing. Okay, that's what they have always been doing. Okay, but let me get to the reason why this is going to be a game changer. Okay, you already see that they threw that word anti-Semitism in there. All right. Says Washington. Okay, it says when it sends a contingent to the Mass Pro Israel rally in Washington next week, Americans for Peace Now will be standing alongside a group led by someone it accused of racist tweets. Okay, the group, the Zionist Organization of America, has accused Americans for Peace Now of supporting anti-Sim. Okay? Leaders of both groups said that they would still protest together on November the 14th. So can two walk together except they be agreed? All right? Now, they both said equally things and things that they considered anti-Sim. But you see how they put it away. They both said things which were anti-Sim and racist, but they both swept them under the rug. Because guess what? They agree on the things that they said. Okay? They swept them under the rug because they agree upon the negative things, whatever it was that was anti-Sim, they agree on it. Okay? Remember, this devil talks with a forked tongue. Said leaders of both groups said they would still protest together. Can two walk together unless they be agreed? All right? It is nearly certain that some speakers at the rally will say things that we disagree with. And they will certainly not say everything that we believe needs to be said, said an alert from APN, okay, a left pro-wing Israel group. But we will not cede this ground to those with whom we disagree. You know why? Because they agree. They agree. We will stand together as a community alongside other Jewish organizations in our peace bloc, and yes, alongside those who do not share our views. Okay, yeah, they share them. They're pretty much in league with your plan. All right, and this plan and this plot has been being echoed throughout the internet this week. Okay, you know, and it's what they're going to do is you have to be careful. Okay, when these 1948ers come together, because when they come together, okay, it's for no it's for no it means to no good. Okay, when they come together, it's for no good. Okay, now I don't know if a false flag, because now they're looking for worldwide sympathy. They're looking for sympathy from the world. Okay, just like going back to the 1920s when they were being uh pushed out of countries. People don't act like they play dumb about the history. Okay, these 1948ers were being pushed out of they had been pushed out of Russia. Okay, what is his name? Stalin. Okay, I believe it's Stalin. All right, had pushed so many of these 1948ers out of Russia. Okay, which led them, to be refugees in other countries, and Germany was one of those places where they were refugees, brought in as refugees, and the Germans were treating them for because a lot of them hadn't eaten, and so they were just Esau's a barbaric individual, okay, and so these you know they had things like what do you call it, tuberculosis, and you know and they switched the story up and said that they were being gassed, all right, and things were happening, okay. And then again, remember now, I don't know, you can go back and you could, unless they remove the video, okay. I have a video with information references, okay, which reference the fact that you had also so-called blacks in Germany who were in concentration camps and who suffered, who were put through most of these experiments, okay, most of these experiments, and some of them still are alive and live to this day, and they received no money, okay, they received no money from like the 1948er gets. Okay, so you know, uh, this, it may or it may not be, but it looks like this will be a red flag. All right, a red flag in uh, which will push, all right, legislation to be passed in order to stop people from, uh, you know, mostly, the attack is on us, okay? The Israelites here, all right? So-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and first and foremost, those who are pushing this truth, okay? So they're going to be able to label you as an anti-Sem, okay? And so you can't say anything, or it's going to be punishable, okay? And then what else is it's going to result from this? If this turns, goes left, is an attack on Iran. They'll blame one of these countries, Iran, or because if you don't know the plan, there was an actual an American general who told the plan about who dropped who whose tongue fell, all right, on itself, and told the plan of the axis of evil that the U.S. would come up with, and the people who they would go to war with. All right, over a period of time. Okay. Okay. Morton Klein, the president of the right-wing ZOA, sounded the same note. The Hamas Jew-hater types are after all of us, no matter our political views. Okay? So I'm proud to stand together with my fellow Jews who understand this is a fight to protect all Jews, no matter their political position or religious beliefs, he said. And you are not the Jews, all right? You're not. But you're going to understand that you're not, okay? It's going to, oh man, it's going to be funny. All right? So you see how, again, can two come together unless they be agreed? So whatever one religious group might believe in having sex with little children, all right? Because you have these priests who were circumcising these little boys, and then uh, giving them, man, being weird. Okay, so they agree with that. They are all at agreement with that. See, they threw the scriptures right out. Okay, so if something goes wrong or goes left, okay, sentiment is going to be in their favor. The Edomite Congress and Senate, they're going to be in their favor, okay? And whatever that they ask for, they're going to get, okay? And this is like in baseball, okay? A sacrifice fly. All right, let's say you have a man on third base, okay? He's on third base, and this you got one you're down, or the game is tied, okay? The last inning, okay? It could be the last inning of the game, of the baseball game, okay? And so, you have a hitter who's a good hitter, okay? And he'll do what you call a sacrifice fly, which he'll hit the ball in the air, okay, at a far distance, long enough, just far enough so that the outfielder can't throw it back, infield to the plate before the third baseman, the man that's on third base, the runner that's on third base, gets to home, okay? And so that would ultimately win the game when the third baseman uh, goes home. All right, so, something like that. All right, I'm not a fan of baseball. Okay, but I let's see real quick. What is a sacrifice fly?
According to Wikipedia, in baseball, a sacrifice fly is defined by Rule 9.08. Score a sacrifice fly when, before two are out, the batter hits a ball in flight handled by an outfielder or an infielder running in the outfield.
Right. So that's what I said. Okay. And so and so if you have a man like he's on third base, okay, once that out is made, now this guy has to throw the ball immediately to try to get it into home, which he won't be able to do, which will, the third baseman will score and that will win the game. And so that's what that's, in my opinion, that's what this is, a sacrifice fly. So with that being said, okay, and it could be a game changer, and bring it on. Bring it on so the Lord can do what he needs to do. Okay? So with that being said, till next time, uh, Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.